of my mind. Fear falls away, crack the shell of a new day.
Cairo, good morning. This is Olu Fakoladev Idinkai Fatempo. At Cabo, we welcome you. We welcome you to our Ile Juba Ifa Temple service. We do this every first and third Sunday of the month. So we want to welcome you. We thank you all for joining us. You could be anywhere, but you with us. You rocking with the best. So what I want everybody to do before we even jump into this is I want you to like and share, and also those who are tapping in with us, send us a shout out in the chat. So I want to begin with morning prayers. Morning prayers, man, they're so important. Developing your connection with Ifa, developing your connection with Spirit is so very important. And what I mean by that is just prayer, just praying changes things. So I want to encourage you all throughout the month, throughout the weeks, throughout the days. Go to God in prayer, especially when you first wake up in the morning. It is a good thing to do. It is beneficial. It is helpful. Ashe, Ashe. Thank you so much once again for joining us. Let us begin with prayer. Mojuba Lorun, Mojuba Leda, Mojuba Lodomare, Mojuba Bobo Romale, Mojuba Boy Male, Mojuba Boy Guntembili, Solodomare, Mojuba Miss Melody Lucid, Mojuba Das, Mojuba Best Prince, Mojuba for Dennis, Mojuba Alfred Dennis, Mojuba for Dennis, Watkins, Mojuba Dali, Mojuba Zan, Mojuba Nago, Mojuba Shungwa De, Mojuba Gode, Mojuba Fragamas, Mojuba Tuma, Mojuba Flori. Mojuba Palau Oriente, Mojuba Felipe Salueto, Mojuba Gunjobi, Mojuba Miye, Mojuba Shimola, Mojuba Shalanko, Mojuba Mitona De, Mojuba Das, Oba Sejna, Ade from the first. Mojuba Awu Meta Hochizanu. Mojuba to all of our elders, those elders who are living and those who have supported us in our path and our development. Mojuba Iya, Catherine, Edmund, Mojuba Baba, Robert, Edmonds, Mojuba Sholagbade Popola, Baba Ifa, Mojuba Oluwanla Idawo Ifa, Mojuba Erimi Oluwo, Jose Rodriguez, Mojuba Felipe Garcia Villamil, Ogundei, Mojuba Babaji Lato Sisa. Mojuba to all of those who have taught me Ifa in this path. Ajogbe, he hears people's pleas and sets the pleas. He hears people's pleas and approves of the pleas. He talks to people and ensures that the talk is completely absorbed. He hears people's pleas and name Ifa. He hears people's pleas and approves of his name Shodar. He talks to people and ensures that the talk is completely absorbed. His name Roshana. Roshana, the personal two things. Personal one can I felt impressment. Strike frogs when some rainfall. Both frogs and some downpour. It is whatever the accurate retro true tells us or the thick subs. Or the big rat tells us or the thick subs. All what I tell you, if I please accept and approve them. Autorite, to show gratitude upon gratitude is all about gratitude. To display benevolence upon benevolence is the all of our benevolence. true reverential gratitude for your essays, benevolence, such a person, I'm Steve today with Twitchy. Use decoration 5 to the 401 a Rumole. I'm going to marry your boy, daughter Rich Fuji. These also decoration 5 to the Rumela. I'm going to marry your boy, daughter Rich Fuji. I'm grateful. I see Michael Tucci. I'm grateful for your essays, forever. I'll see you today with Tucci. All to Rete, we're very grateful. Hashem. Àwa dúpẹ́, àwa àbúrẹ́, àwa dúpẹ́ wò, àwa àbúrẹ́, àdúpẹ́ àná wò, ètò nẹ́bọ̀ Olódùmarè, àwa dúpẹ́, àwa àbúrẹ́, àwa dúpẹ́ wò, àwa àbúrẹ́. Adúpẹ́ àná wò tó nẹ́bù ọ̀ríyàní. Àwa dúpẹ́, àwa àbúrẹ́. Àwa dúpẹ́ àwa àbúrẹ́. Adúpẹ́ àná wò tó nẹ́bù ẹrú mọ́lẹ̀. Àwa dúpẹ́, àwa àbúrẹ́. Àwa dúpẹ́ àwa àbúrẹ́. Adúpẹ́ àná àwòbúrẹ́ tó nẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́gùn lóríṣà. Olódùmarè and all of the Irumole, we thank you for life, health, strength, food, clothing, and shelter. Ask for forgiveness. Ask for forgiveness for anything that we might have done that was upsetting, any taboo that we might have broken. Also, a 2-pounded Yamada soup can be very difficult to consume. Use that if I to tutu, the child of our gunner. He was full of bad character. He's bad attributes, preventing him from entity vital name. Now comes to Celeste on behalf of Tutu. We come to beg on behalf of Tutu. Father, please be patient. Overlook this provocation. Those who beg on behalf of Tutu. How many children will leave out? Those who beg on behalf of Tutu. Refire. Please do not leave us behind. Please forgive us. Ashe. If I would call on you, on Ogbe Lara, or Ogbe Lara, Rumla says time sleep. I echoed his time to sleep. When the day dawned, I met a Rumla in the 16th room, where he covered his head with a flowing gown full of lice. He was wearing dress full of bloodstains. He was snoring heavily. They told him that a delegate from his side parade, a room inquired about the delegate brought. They told him they brought 2 rats with them running, 2 fish racing swimming, 2 birds switching flight, and 2 goats to big livers. A Rumla says, I did not wake him up. I admit my ignorance, who's educated me. More to Nakaraba, I hide myself in your bosom and survive. More to Nakaraba, the dog hang masquerade to be Sagbazon Pili. Dog hang masquerade to be Sagbazon Pili. The performers for the children. You are the leaders, we are the followers. Leaders are the ones who show the followers wisdom. A Rumla told them get alligator pepper to get colonna, to get bitter corner, and to get alcohol. The copper got the alligator pepper, got the colonna, got the bitter corner, and got the alcohol. That is right, now that he's fully awake. Rumila, when you're fully awake, please look at me with eyes of compassion. It is with eyes of compassion, the these stars, you can look at the stars below. When you're fully awake, please look at me with eyes of choke. 1, 2, secure a good spouse. Set your eyes, my spouse you choose to look at me with. Rumila, when you're fully awake, please look at me with your eyes which help. 1, 2. Bear many children and such your eyes a child to use and look at a well decorated play. Be for long, not too far, join us in the midst of all area and life. Ashe. If I will, please push away death, push away sickness, push away cases and controversy, ward off fights, litigation, losses, and our advice from us at this time. Push away all evil and danger from us and bring to us long life, wealth, good spouse, good children, longevity, prosperity, victory over adversity, healing, success. If I forgive us, if I bring prosperity to us, bring elevation, bring friends, bring truth and true friends, we call on you. I ask that you would move my ego out of the way so that we can hear words of Ifa, so that we can hear a word from Olodumare today. We ask that you would allow me to give a pure version of Ifa, one that is not tainted by my own ego or perception. Protect me. Emma kamimene ama, Emma kamimene ano, Emma kamimene adeloku, etamole, sorry Ifa aloni mi, ebora timpanini, ene banami, Oh, ati ifa lelejo. Ifa, we call on Oshe Aruela. Oshe Tura. Kekene Bagisa. The abstract shuffle against the tree castify for Rumla when he received Ibana share from Olodamar. If no one touches wealthy, surely be wealthy. I kekene Bagisa. In the mouth of an one's Adibana share in the mouth of an awu. If no one touches have joy, surely have joy. I kekene Bagisa in the mouth of one's Adibana share in the mouth of an awu. If no one touches have victory, surely victory. I kekene Bagisa in the mouth of one's Adibana share in the mouth of an awu. If no one touches have all good things of life, you should surely have all good things of life. I kicking it back in the mouth of an awards, I deep on that shit in the mouth of an award. So it's maybe so surely shall it be. Oh shit, turn it up. The cyber come in, it's not big enough to use this headgear. Had I been enough to use this headgear, I would have taken it home and on my head with it. The easy five decorations to Aruela. I'm going spiritual mission to Jibbling. We call looks me some pay money, call self and make rich. We call Aruela with respect and Jibbling. Oh shit, Aruela's a good owl. I share. Àṣẹ òrìṣà lẹ́nu mi o, àṣẹ òrìṣà lẹ́nu mi. Gbogbo tí mo bá màmá wí o, ìrúmọlẹ̀ ó bà, Ifá ó bà o, àṣẹ òrìṣà lẹ́nu mi. Mímọ́ túrọ̀ tí mo túre, mímọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ tí mo túre, mímọ́ kúlẹ̀ tí mo túre. Mímọ́ jọ̀kọ́ tí mo súre, ire tí mo sú orí ti bọ́. Now, please hold your head. Your Ori is your good luck charm. Ori ẹni làrúrẹ ìyẹn ni ọ, Ori ẹni làrúrẹ ìyẹn ni. Mojúlọ mi fà wá mọ́rí, Ori ẹni làrúrẹ ìyẹn ni. Àṣẹ. Àbòbọ̀rẹ̀ chasu. Ifá ò bá Ọlọ́run àti bàjájú. Ifá ò bá Ọlọ́run. Ó ṣe àrú ìlà Ifá ti bó. Olodumare and the divinities. We thank you for life. We thank you for health. We thank you for food, clothing, shelter. We thank you for forgiving us for any taboo we may have broken, anything that we may have done wrong. We ask that you would push away death from us and our loved ones, push away sickness, push away cases and controversy, ward off fights, litigation, losses, outright fights, witchcraft, negative energy, anybody hating on us, push it away. Push away all challenges and mishaps on the road as we travel, those who are listening to us as we're driving. Ifá, please support us. And in the place of these negative things, bring to us long life. Give us good spouses. Give us good children. Give us peace of mind. Give us joy. Give us healing. Give us success. Give us all the wonderful and good things of life. Ashe, Aboru, Aboye, Abo, Shishe, Agboto. Thank you once again for joining us today. Thank you for tapping in. We want to send a shout out to everybody on Instagram, everybody on Facebook, YouTube. Thank you for joining us. I want to put another thing out there and let y'all know, please like and share. This is going to be a very, very, very important service today because we're going to talk about some interesting things as we always do. So today's topic is the sanctity of seeds. So please, if you know somebody who wants to know about Ifá, who wants to know about the information that we're sharing, please like and share. And also, those of you who are joining us, add an Abora Boy, Ekaro, and Alafia to the chat. Say what's up. Tap in with us. Tap in. So, without further ado, the sanctity of seeds. But before we even tap in to the message, I got to begin and pay homage because we are still in Hoodoo Heritage Month. So we want to send a shout out to all the Hoodoos out there. Today is October 21st, and it is the day before the Day of Our Fathers. So in honor of Hoodoo Heritage Month, I want to honor my father. So I want to call this Flowers for the Living. And this is our Black fact of the day. I want to honor Robert Lee Edmonds, my father, my example. I want to tell you some of the accomplishments of this man and the measure of this man that is my father. So, we all got to brag about our people. We got to shout out our folks. We got to big up our folks and give them their flowers and their love while they are here. So, my father was the honor man in the Marine Corps graduating class. He's a marksman. And of course, we cannot negate the fact that my dad was the first Black man, the first African-American deputy marshal in San Diego, California. He broke color lines. He's a trailblazer. He's an example. But when we look at the measure of a man, he's been married to my mother for over 56 years. I ain't heard no smut on his name, ain't no craziness. We ain't come from no drama. He is a great example of a husband, an incredible father, and a phenomenal grandfather. There's so much I can say about my father, but all I can say is I thank you for being a great example. Your strength, your long suffering, your loyalty, and your love. We honor you today, Robert Lee Edmonds, Pops, Poppy, on the day of our fathers. So this is so important, man. Like when we talk about Hoodoo Heritage Month, and if people want to talk bad about this tradition, you have to understand that some of us came to Ifa by way of that. So we have to pay homage. We've got to pay homage, and we've got to give homage to our ancestors, and we've got to give homage to the living. Ashe. And with that said, let's jump on in. The Sanctity of SEEDS. So let's discuss the significance of seeds. First, Ikin, Ifa, Ikin, Ifa. Ifa is a seed. Ifa says in Okara Meji, let us show interest by touching. And let me show interest by touching. This was Ifa's declaration to Ade Sokan when coming from heaven to earth. He was advised to offer Ebo. He complied. The business I shall do to succeed is Ifa. When Ifa seeds remain 2 in my palm, I shall print 1 on the opone. When the business I shall do to succeed is Ifa. When Ifa seeds remain 1 in my palm, I shall mark 2 on the opone Ifa tray. The business I shall do to succeed is Ifa. This Ifa is telling us that the significance and the sacredness of this seed that we call Ikin is the ability to reveal the future. It is like the cell phone to Olodumare. This Odu gives us the secret in order to decode the encrypted message of Ifa. When Ifa seeds remain 2 in the palm, you mark 1 on the opone. When Ifa seeds remain 1 in the palm, you mark 2 on the opone Ifa. This is the secret coded language of Ifa. But the fact must remain that these are yet seeds. What is a seed? Let's look at Oyeku Meji. Ifa says, Opwele divination seeds are they which, after being filled up with food, turn over on their stomach, turn to the ground. This was Ifa's declarations to Peregege, the mother of Ojumomo. The day has dawned. She was advised to offer Ebo. What we need to understand is Ikin is a seed, and Opwele is made from seed as well. The traditional Opwele is made from Opwele seeds. When we think about this, virtually all the tools and representations of Ifa are made from seeds. Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought about why many of these Ifa tools are actually seeds? What does a seed represent? Webster's dictionary identifies seeds as the fertilized, ripened ovula of a flowering plant containing an embryo capable, normally, of germination to produce a new plant. So, in other words, a seed holds information, potential, and possibility, all inside this little thing that we might look at as insignificant when taken out of context. The seed has every molecule to manifest new life and duplicate itself, new thoughts, new possibilities when sown and fertilized correctly. These seeds, the ekin, the opwele, they do something very similar. They read the potential possibilities of new life and the destiny living within us. Olodumare, in his personified wisdom, orchestrated the divining chain that Olofino Tete descended upon when he came from the sky world into this world. That chain that he came down on was the Opwele. But some might even call that chain that he descended upon a DNA chain. It is as if the Opwele chain syncs up with our own DNA chain and reads us from the inside out. But the fact still remains, it's all seeds. The DNA, the Opwele, the Ekin, it is all seed. The seed represents potential, possibility. But how does the seed become a fruit? How does the seed actualize its full potential? How does the seed manifest its destiny? Let us look at the Odu Ifa Otuorete. Ifa says, "Let the spoilers continue to spoil in front. We shall continue to mend from behind." This was Ifa's message for Abere, the needle, and also for Obwe, the knife, when they were both fighting for supremacy. Their advice to offer Ebo: here comes Abere, the elder brother of Obwe. If a youth is well versed in Ifa, he will be dreaded and respected by the elders. All hail Abere, the elder brother of Obwe. So when we look at this Ifa, the story goes as thus. Abere was the needle, and the needle was not known for his particular potential or any of his abilities at this time, but the needle was well liked and well loved by his friends and homies. But he had not yet displayed his destiny. He had not yet shown his usefulness or his abilities. Yet he was well loved. One day, the knife called Abere and he said that Abere was too small, too insignificant, too inexperienced, and too weak to run amongst the group that the knife ran in. But this was a new development because basically the knife and the needle were friends, or so Abere thought. Abere wondered why he was being rejected at this moment in time. He had been friends with Obey for very long, and Obey, the knife, responded that That was then and this is now. Now I have absolutely no use for you. You are worthless to me. You are worthless and useless to our collective. That is what the knife said to the needle. Bere was saddened by this, but he still stood up to the knife and said that Olodumare has given me a secret talent and an ability that I have yet to realize. But Olodumare loves me if you don't. So one day, bundles of clothing and cloths were brought out, and the knife cut these pieces of clothing and material into pieces, just shredded them, just cut them all up. All the clothes were cut into bits. And afterwards, the people of the town wanted to know what they could do with these worthless rags. Everybody say, worthless rags, worthless rags. They took the rags to the dump. And Abere saw these rags and felt that these pieces were not worthless. He saw worth in the worthless. And he knew that he could be used for a purpose. Abere then found thread and he began to sew and mend the pieces. And he mended the pieces, these strips of cloth, he mended them into agbada. He mended them into shirts, pants, fila, buba, all of these clothings he made. He sewed clothes for women. He sewed gele, head wraps. He sewed wrappers for women. He sewed underwear for these women and dresses. And these things that were once considered rags, the things that had been thrown out and thrown away, had been mended by that which had also been outcast, that also had been thrown away. That which was once worthless had been made useful and became valuable. The whole community saw the needle, and they saw how the needle was able to bring these cloths together and weave them together and sew them and mend broken pieces. And they saw that the needle was far superior to the knife. The mender was far superior than the cutter. When we think of this story, the needle is like many of us. The needle is like the seed. The needle was enveloped in darkness, the darkness of being rejected by his peers. The needle was thrown away only to mend others who had been thrown away too. What does Ifa say about this darkness? Ifa says in Erosu Onyeku, good evening is the voice of someone who had come to fetch fire. Excuse me is what people say when moving in darkness. Entering into the forest without uttering any sound is what led to being stung by the bees. Ifa's message for Kele, who will sell her mother's calabash ebo. She was advised to offer a bow. She failed to comply. The calabash that you sold has led to pandemonium. Can't you see, Kele? Yeah, the calabash you sold has led to pandemonium. Ifa is linking this pandemonium to okunkun, darkness. Darkness leading to pandemonium. Because being in the dark, you don't know what's in front of you. You don't know what's to the side of you. And if you are not in tune with something deep inside that is eternal, darkness will eventually lead you astray. So darkness is very interesting. Abere was in darkness. Abere is like the seed in this darkness. But why? Well, seeds never actualize their destiny in daylight. Just as Ebere was enveloped in darkness, the darkness of rejection and degradation, that darkness was also where Abere germinated. Just as the seed must germinate in darkness. The first point is you are not being cursed, you are being planted. The darkness of uncertainty is you being planted down in the soil. Your delicate destiny needs to germinate, but you need to be in a space of darkness so you know what to trust. If you don't, if you can't see in front of you, the thing that is stable is what you must hold on to. Down in the dirt and the dust and the darkness is the only place, that is the only way you can develop faith. When the majority of things have been stripped away from you, you have to figure out what you can hold on to. You cannot grow your faith in Ifa by walking by what you see. Sometimes your sight must be corrected by darkness so that you will know what light is. In the story, the knife cut up all the clothes and left fragments and strips and pieces of those clothes as leftovers. The strips of clothes were so worthless that the people in the community decided to take those strips to the dump, to the garbage, to the trash heap. But the needle saw worth in the worthless. The needle saw what others thought to be worthless, and the needle went to the dump to realize his destiny. I gotta stop right there. That's heavy. The needle went to the dump to realize his destiny, went into the mess. The second point is this: that mess that you are in, the mess and mire that you are in, is the thing that will make you. You ask, how, Oluo, how is this drama that I'm in going to make me? How is this divorce gonna make me? How is the death of this family member, how is that going to make me? How is this bankruptcy going to make me? We must remember, Abere, the needle, is like the seed as well, because you got to be in darkness, and while you're in that darkness, then that fertilizer has to be put on top of you. The best fertilizers, some of the best fertilizers, are manure. The bowel movement, the boo-boo, the doo-doo of animals, cows and chickens and pig. They sell it in stores. Can you imagine that at Home Depot? To grow your grass or grow your vegetables, you gotta go and buy some animal poop because it is good fertilizer. It has nitrogen and all these things. Other forms of fertilizers are compost. What's compost? Compost is the food that we threw away, the organic waste like chicken bones and banana peels and eggshells and paper, all the stuff that we threw away, the environmental mess, the stinky stuff that draws worms and maggots. That was the place where the needle went to recognize his destiny. The environment for seed growth is dark, it's stinky, smells like poop, it smells like the dump, it's hot, it generates gases. I bet some of us right now are going through a mess. But honestly, that mess can be the catalyst for your cultivation. You will come out of it. You're going to come out of that mess. There is a lesson in that mess you going through. There's a jewel in this bad situation. Lastly, like Abere, the seed, Abere never forgot his destiny. He never forgot his worth, even in the midst of hate. Just the same way the seed can only be what it is. The seed can only be a seed. The seed can only understand that it has all of this incredible potential inside. My third point is don't forget who you are. Don't forget who you are. When you think about that, remember you have a destiny. Even when you get manure thrown in your face, remember that you have a destiny. You came from a single parent home and don't know your father. You have a destiny. You lost your job. You struggling in your relationship. You struggling with fertility issues. But remember, you have a destiny. And your destiny is bigger than your circumstances. The situation that you are in will catapult you into the destiny that is encoded in your DNA. Sometimes you got to prune as you grow. Sometimes you got to prune after you've been planted. Friends will reveal themselves like Obed revealed himself to Abere. He's not your friend. That's not the homie. Sometimes your friends ain't your friends, and you got to be okay to go it alone. Sometimes you going to be lonely, but that's okay. Olodumare is planting you for your potential. You cannot reach your destiny if you have never been in darkness. You cannot reach your destiny if you have never been in a space where you are uncertain of it. You cannot achieve what you want in life if you have not been through mire and muck. One day, you will have to hit the rock bottom. And when you hit that rock bottom, you're going to get up out the mud. Like Nip said, I got it out the mud. That is the definition of making it out of nothing. When you make it that way, you made it on your terms. You made it on God's terms. You made it, and nobody can take it away from you. What Olodumare has given you, no human can remove it. Olodumare is planting many of us for our potential. When people thought they buried you, they didn't realize that you are a seed, like a king, like the needle, like Opele. You got a potential in you. You got a destiny in you. And that mire, muck, and darkness is only there to unlock it if you submit to it. We are down because destiny is at hand. So, folks, don't give up. Don't give up. Remember what you are. Remember you're a seed. Remember you're a needle. And people don't understand exactly who or what you are at the moment. But one day it's going to become clear. And it's going to even become clear to you. Aboru, aboye, aboshishe, aboto. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you, thank you, thank you again. So, we have some announcements. So, Itarogun has just occurred. The Odu is Ogunda Aiku, Ire. Please, if you would like to participate in Itarogun, you definitely can. You can go below. And I've got some more announcements. So we've got new developments on the website. There are new ways for you to participate and be a member of the temple. So there's a couple of different things that we can do. I've added a couple of subscriptions. One is our monthly SU feeding. If you'd like to be included in our monthly SU feeding, I feed SU at the first of the month. Every first of the month, I'm feeding SU at least one big he goat. So if you want to be included in that, you can subscribe online, and you and your family can be a part of that. So it's in the subscriptions tab on the website. So go to subscriptions and check it out. We also have Oshe Ifa tab. If you want to be included in Oshe Ifa, we'll be giving Obi Orogbo Epo Oti to the temple Ifa. If you want to be included in that, please join, and you will be included in our bi-weekly Oshe Ifa. If you would want to participate in Itadogun, we added new ways to participate in Itadogun. And what I will also do is I'm going to add another subscription that will include all of those things, so that people will be able to, they won't have to pay so often. They can just they can drop whatever donation they have and be included in everything. So if you want to be a member, those are some of the ways, and also participating in our temple service. So you want to learn more, go to the subscriptions page on the website below. If you want to contribute with donations, you can continue to drop donations. If you like the things that we're doing, please, please, please donate. Please like and share. Also, this coming Friday, I will be doing a Ifa conversation class in honor of Hoodoo Heritage Month on the topic of herbal remedies. So we're going to talk about herbal remedies. I'm going to bring in some herbs and show you how we use them and what's good for what and how to heal. All right. So if you want to be included in that, you can join. I'm going to bring out the flyer, and yeah, just be ready to go. You can participate, and there's so many ways that you can be included in what we're doing at Edinka if you want to be included. And we thank you all for joining us. So I want to go to the folks who are tapping in. Good to see you. Catherine, thank you. Thank you so much. Abo Shisha Boto, Ariana, Abo Shisha Boto, Dinah, thank you so much. And Jan, Abo Shisha Boto, Iaparoye, Ashe, Maisha Walker Dean, Abo Shisha Boto, thank you so much. Allison, Ashe, Derek, excuse me, Baba Egbe, Abo Shisha Boto, thank you so much. All right. Our Baba Anthony, Abo Shishe Agboto, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. This is my wife. Abo boy, yes. My dad is a real one. Yes, he is. Love you, Dad. I love you, Taylor. All right. Jojo King, Abo Shishe Agboto, thank you for joining us. Timmy Leke, Abo Shishe Agboto, thank you. Thank you so much. Ariana, thank you. Yes, you go through the darkness and the dump, and you manifest your destiny. Ashe. All right, thank you. Malachi, yes, we pray for you. As your grandmother passed away. All right, Abo Shisha Boto. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Germination requires brokenness. The seed has to break in order to germinate. Facts. Facts. Thank you so much for adding that, Jewel. All right. Don't forget who you are. Ashe. Ashe. Chloe Dior. Abo Shisha Boto. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you for tapping in. All right. So, as I said, if you want to like and share, please like and share with the homies, with the friends, with the family. Also, if you have donations, the things that you want to see us continue to grow and build and do various things, please donate. And also, visit the website, tap in, add us on Facebook, add us on YouTube, add us on Instagram, and come join us. Oh, I also wanted to add in terms of the SU feeding for the month. Those of you who are local, if you want, you can also drop off your SU to be fed. So, yeah, so we'll be doing that every month. So if you want your SU to be fed, you can be part of the part of the subscription, and you can get your SU fed every month. All right. Thank you once again for joining us. I want to close with prayer. Olodumare, we thank you for life, health, strength, food, clothing, and shelter. We thank you for helping us to actualize our destiny. We thank you for giving us this message on seeds and help us to recognize our worth. Help us not to forget who we are. Help us to remember the potential that is inside us, and you are going to help bring it out by putting us in some dirt sometimes, and some tough situations sometimes, and some darkness sometimes. Help us not to forget to hold on to that which is eternal. Thank you so much once again. Aboru, aboye, aboshishe, alboto. Thank you, and we will see you.